It is our pleasure to share that the Ministry of Ports, Shipping and Waterways is hosting its mega flagship program, the India Maritime Week, the fourth edition from October 27th to the 31st at NESCO Exhibition Center, Mumbai. May I kindly request all the delegates to kindly be seated? We have started the programs. So kind request to everyone who's standing to please have a seat so that we can begin. Thank you so much. The India Maritime Week is being organized by the Indian Ports Association under the aegis of the Ministry of Ports, Shipping and Waterways and shall be graced by the Honorable Prime Minister of India. The India Maritime premier global maritime event bringing together leaders from the maritime industry, government, innovators, investors, stakeholders, and international delegations from all over the world. This biennial mega event will spotlight India's growing leadership in the global maritime ecosystem, drive strategic dialogues, unlock transformative investment opportunities across the sector. It's a very important program to be a part of, and there will be a lot of discussion on innovative policy recommendations, collaborations, accelerating in advancement of the growth of the Indian maritime sector. This program will also promote new business and collaboration opportunities while bringing together all the relevant stakeholders. As a prelude to the main event, today's roadshow is being organized to share the details about the India Maritime Week and also learn about the recommendations for the growth of his sector from our eminent panelists today. So the key objectives will be to highlight the key achievements of the maritime sector, sensitize all our regional stakeholders, and build a momentum towards the success of this program. Today's roadshow is on unlocking India's future, inclusive port-led industrial growth, and it's being organized by the Shama Prasad Mukherjee Port, Kolkata, formerly known as the Kolkata Port Trust. The Navik cell has been working very hard on this. And Shama Prasad Mukherjee Port, Kolkata, established in the 19th century, is India's oldest operating major port and the only riverline port in the country. It was renamed in 2020 as the Shama Prasad Mukherjee Port, Calcutta, and acts as a gateway to the eastern and northeastern part of India, as well as to the landlocked neighboring countries like Nepal and Bhutan. Provides critical maritime and logistics connectivity for states like West Bengal, Bihar, Jharkhand, Orissa, Assam, and the wider Northeast as well. So the Navik Cell 11, which was part of this roadshow working, is a working group and a committee within the MOPSW ministry, which focused on implementing and monitoring initiatives related to the India's domestic navigation satellite systems and a lot of other areas. Before we begin our panel discussion, we have a small teaser about the India Maritime Week. Can we have this teaser for the India Maritime Week, please? Thank you. And now we will begin the program with a panel discussion. We have some esteemed people as a part of the panel, inviting them on the dais. Our session moderator, Sri Ashutosh Jaiswal, President, International Business and Logistics, Century Plyboards. Thank you, sir. Inviting Shri S. Sitarasu sir, Marketing Advisor Shama Prasad. Shri Vinod Dukka sir, Co-Promoter RDB Group and Chair of PHTCCI East Chapter, who will be speaking on the overall industry perspective. Shri Sanil Peter, Deputy General Manager, Cochin Shipyard, who will be talking on shipbuilding and ship repair ecosystem and future green initiatives. And Shri Umesh Sharad Vaga, sir, Chairperson in charge, Jawaharlal Nehru Port Authority, talking on port-based SEDs. Thank you so much for coming all the way, sir, and thank you for your presence. So I'll hand it over to the moderator of the session who can take it forward. Thank you, sir. Panel, inviting them on the dais.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. For the India Maritime Week, we have with us on the dais Sri Umesh Wagji, who is quite conversant with Kolkata because he has been the Commissioner of Kolkata Customs earlier, and now he is JNPT Chairman. Then we have with us Mr. Sitara Suji from Calcutta Port. We have Mr. Vinod Duggar from RDB Group, and we have our Ms. Peter from Cochin. Start with a flower bouquet. Okay. So I would request Deputy Chairman, sir, to come on the dais for felicitating our guests.
So before we start, as a welcome to our panelists, may I request, sir, to please present a bouquet and a small welcome to Shri Unmesh Sharad Vaga, sir. Can we have a big round of applause for sir, please? And a small memento to remember us by. Thank you so much, sir. Welcoming Shri S. Sitarasu, sir, Marketing Advisor, Shama Prasad Mukherjee Port. A warm welcome to Shri Vinod Dukka, sir, Co-Promoter RDP Group. Welcoming Shri Sanil Peter, sir, Deputy General Manager, Cochin Shipyard. And our moderator, Shri Ashutosh Jaiswal, sir, President, Business and Logistics, Century Plyboards. And now I hand it back to the moderator. Thank you so much, sir.
So before I instigate, I will use this word, the session, I would like to convey my warm greetings and thanks to the audience who have made it possible. Good evening. Thank you. Actually, I expected a louder version, but it's okay. So now, you see, we have all heard about the global summit. Then I think it was changed to a different platform. Now it is India Maritime Week, which shows that from annual sessions, things are getting concentrated into weekly or weekly parameters and making the summits more successful destination wise. As far as Shama Prasad Mukherjee Port is concerned, everybody knows one of the oldest port, more than 150 years old, and going into a transformation phase where very soon, by 2030, hopefully, the entire port will be mechanized and completely handed over to PPP operators, which is a big change in the sector. And fortunately, I would like to share one small episode. Day before yesterday, I was talking to somebody, very multinational port operator. He asked me one question that you people are investing so much of money into Calcutta port, but there is no draft. So how do you think that you can attract cargo? So I replied in a way that, sir, with 40 years of my experience with the port, when I joined at a teenager, I heard that this port is going to get closed. And in 40 years, I have seen cargo going up and up and up. And today, the container volume from 2,06,000 TEUs in 2006 has gone to 6,50,000 and expected to reach 1.4 million in 2030. So he asked me, where is the cargo? He asked me, where is the cargo? So I told him, sir, I'll give you another experience. In 2006, when we launched the first container private freight station in Calcutta, the entire fraternity of industry in Kolkata told my chairman कि आप पूरा डूबेंगे यहाँ पे, कलकत्ता में ये काम कर रहे हैं, आपका कंटेनर तो मिलेगा ही नहीं, 2 ऑलरेडी है, 30% वॉल्यूम है, you will burn your fingers. So I replied him that, sir, if you have the right infrastructure with the right cost and the right efficiency, cargo is going to get attracted automatically. And I am for sure that by 2029, from 6.5 lakh TU, it is going to reach 0.9 million. This is my statement. You can note it down. In 2029, we will see this. And by 2031, we see a projection of 1.4 million. Hopefully, by that time, we will reach that volume because entire port will get automated, infrastructure changed. And definitely, as assured by the port chairman, Sri Ramanji, he told me that, yes, they are working on the dredging also. So they expect that the draft should also go by a 0.5 meter more. So the most important thing why traffic is not booming in, according to me, is because of the laid back infrastructure which was there, and with the transformation coming in, definitely the volume is going to go up. Industry is already there. If anybody drives down Delhi Road and Bombay Road, they will see a lot of industries coming up in the next 2-3 years. They will find so. We as industrialists in Calcutta also are planning to invest heavily in West Bengal, whereby we are trying to put in more money into manufacturing here of a different product than what we are doing. So, ladies and gentlemen, let us be very positive that volume is there and volume will come there, and there is no question of being any depression. So, I hand over my mic to Umesh ji for his statement because he is leading one of the largest major ports in the country. Over to you, sir.
Thank you. Respected Chairman, Shama Prasad Mukherjee Port, Deputy Chairman Mumbai, ladies and gentlemen. I have one small presentation because today's topic is a port-led industrialization. So I would like to present for you SEZ which JNPA has built in last 5 years and developed it as a multi-product SEZ with all sustainability parameters, and also we have digitally fully digital SEZ. And as far as the transparency is concerned, when we started this ACZ in 2020, the basic price was 2.5 crore per acre for 60 years. And the last time when we did auction for 15 plots, the auction went on for 48 hours and we fetched 9 crore per acre. So that was the demand generated for this ACZ. And it is not because there is a dearth of land around. The land available around JNPA is at one third of the cost which is available in JNPA ACZ, and that is also for 99 years lease. So what is the difference and why this ACZ is attracting most of the world players? So some of the answers you will get after this presentation. So I will quickly run through this presentation. The location of this particular ACZ, it is just inside JNPA. So all our terminals are within 3 kilometers of radius. As you are aware, as the China has greatest advantage of their product. They are competitive in export market because their factory and the gateway port distance, the maximum distance is 350 kilometers and the average distance is 70 kilometers. In India, the average distance is more than 350 kilometers and many times it is more than 700 kilometers. So the huge logistic cost make it difficult for our products to be competitive in international market. So the major advantage of this particular ACZ is it is located inside the JNPA. As far as connectivity is concerned, it is connected by 11 railway sidings to Indian railway network, dedicated 8-lane roads to national and state highways. It is also connected to Mumbai by Atal Setu, which is the largest sea bridge built by India. And also the Navi Mumbai airport is only 15 kilometers from this particular ACZ. As it started in 2014, but the first export unit has been announced operational in 2020 and the ACZ become operational. We don't have much land because JNPA doesn't have much land like Mumbai port or Shama Prasad Mukherjee port. So it is 277 hectares of land, 165 hectares of sellable land. This ACZ is a fully equipped with all the infrastructure. It is a gated, it has a access control, and it has published all the procedure, all the processes to be followed once you are allotted the plot. You don't have to visit JNPA office or any officer for any permission. All the permissions are available on your mobile. And we have set deadline that within 48 hours, if don't get any permission, then they are assumed that the permission has been granted. So at total expenses for construction of this ACZ is approximately 600 crores. And through auction only, we will receive more than 2,000 crores. And we will also get the revenue from the per square meter of land per year. The most important aspect of port-led industrialization for the port that it will give captive cargo. So when this SEZ will be fully operational in next 3 years, it will generate more than 3 lakh TUs. So that captive cargo will be available for JNPA. Just now we are talking about the generation of cargo for the port. So this one SEZ will generate 3 lakhs TUs for the port. That will give us revenue at the berth. It will also give vessel related revenue at the berth. So that is the additional benefit. So in port-led industrialization, not only SEZ, JNPA is also building with PPP operator state-of-art agro-processing unit, which has under one roof all the processing facilities for all the products, whether it is horticulture or other agriculture products. So that also gives us a lot of captive cargo. These are the some of the ease of doing business which we are doing there. Just to give one example, even someone wants to do the signages, that also he doesn't have to come to us. We have already published what he can do, what kind of color he has to give to his factory. Everything has been given in writing. So the unit holder does not have to come to any authority for any permission. The infrastructure is a state of art. The electricity required for this particular SEZ is green electricity, and that is also half of the rate than which is available outside SEZ. So that is why it is economically also convenient to have your unit in JNPA SEZ. We decided to have all the border planted with the Miyawaki plant, and we have started. Till date, we have more than 2 lakhs of trees. All of them survived. And in next 3 years, we will have more than 10 lakhs of trees around the boundaries so that it will enhance the greenery of that particular area. So this is all about JNPA, SEZ and port-led industrialization of the JNPA. Thank you for your patience hearing.
Now I request Sri Vinod Dugarji to come up and share his experience with respect to port-led industrialization.
Pranam and happy noon to you everyone. It's quite different experience for me. आज जब मैं विजर्ट्स के सामने जो पोर्ट के बारे में सब कुछ जानते हैं उनके सामने बैठा हूँ एंड स्पेशली द चेयरमैन साहब जिनसे मेरे को कलकत्ता में रेगुलर मिलने का मौका मिलता है एंड सी हाउ एग्रेसिव इज दिस एंड हाउ दिस पीपल आर वर्किंग. फ्रेंड्स, मैं एक इंडस्ट्री का नहीं हूँ बट आई एम यूज्ड टू दिस इंडस्ट्री बिकॉज आई एम बीइंग इन इंडस्ट्री तो मेरे को रेगुलर पोर्ट एंड लॉजिस्टिक्स का जरूरत पड़ता रहता है. बट मैं थोड़ा बैक जाना चाहता हूँ. जब मैं छोटा था, आप लोग में सभी बहुत जन थे तो पोर्ट के बारे में क्या सोचते, फैंटम की स्टोरीज देखते थे, वहां पोर्ट वोर्ट केस के बारे में चर्चा होता था. देन थोड़ा बड़ा हुआ तो मैं साहब थोड़ा लाइट ले रहा हूँ बिकॉज पीपल सो सीरियस. मैं इतना सीरियस मीटिंग कभी आया नहीं हूँ. आई जस्ट वांट लिटिल थोड़ा तो हंसी का माहौल रहे. Though the business is serious, but people should always laugh and be live because when you are live, then the business happens much better way. जब थोड़ा बड़ा हुआ तो दीवार पिक्चर अमिताभ बच्चन का लगा, तब पोर्ट देखने को मिला था. हुआ था ना, सबको बहुत जन देखे. Factors बढ़ता गया. Then recently we seen the movie KGF and all that. Then Once Upon a Time in Mumbai, everything was related to port, but in a different factor. But recently the chairman saab, the way he presented, way he is working on the port and the things they are thinking, they are becoming more than industries. They want to bring the gap down the line about the industry, the time factor, which is happening in a phenomenal way. Sir, to bring to your kind notice that last year I was the chairman of JATF, Jain Administrative Training Foundation, where more than 400 students has become an UPSC officer and they served the nation. And few have gone to your port also. Even the Gaurav was there, he was my student. The whole idea was saying is that now the people are working, the government people and the bureaucrats are working more than industries so that we can serve as industries at par to the international standard and make our country proud. Today, our PM's vision is that we should be global. Global doesn't mean that we have to be global in terms of what we think, but ultimately we have to be competitive and we should be the best at par in terms of logistic, in terms of the product. And I'm sure, sir, with all the people around, you give us little support, industries are going in full phase and they're ready to accept the challenge, any kind of challenge which is required from this part of the world. Thank you, my friend. Thank you once again.
Now we'd request Mr. Peter to be here and representing Cochin Shipyard, which is one of the most important infrastructure builders with respect to port and port-led industrialization.
Very good evening to everyone, and thank you, Chairman and Deputy Chairman, for giving me this opportunity. Speaking on the shipbuilding and ship repair ecosystem development, I have a small presentation. We started our ship repair operations in Kolkata in 2019, and 2022, the old Hooghly docks, which was not operational for quite some time. Ministry had asked us to take it over, and then we have built a brand new shipyard there. And I'm very happy to inform you that in Hooghly Cochin Shipyard, right now we are building one MPV, 6 battery-operated catamaran ferries for IWI, 4 40-ton ASD tugs, and recently we have contracted 2 luxury river cruises, which will be plying between Calcutta and Varanasi. And as far as repair sector is concerned, we started our operations at Netaji Subhash Dock in 2019. In fact, the contract was signed in March 2019, and with everyone's support, we could start the operations within 3-4 months' time. And since we started operations, our slots were continuously sold, and we have so far repaired around 33 vessels in last 5 years, ranging from dredgers, passenger vessels, tugs, HTS, tankers, chemical tankers, etc. One of our concern when we came to Kolkata is that whether there will be sufficient business as far as repair is concerned, or the building opportunities because of the draft restrictions and all. But what we observed is that as far as repair is concerned, as I told you earlier, our slots are already booked till December for this financial year. And as far as Hooghly Cochin Shipyard is concerned, our order book is full till 2028. So there is no scarcity of orders or business as far as ship repair or ship building is concerned here. And Calcutta and Howrah being the maritime hub, used to be the maritime hub in last century. Obviously, in the last couple of years, there has been a downfall. What we are trying to do is we are trying to develop the ecosystem here. We are identifying the workshops around Calcutta and Howrah and trying to develop them, certify them, because when we are building or repairing the vessels, it has to be done as per the classification society rules. So what we have done is we have identified certain workshops and we have developed them. We have made them certified under different classification societies. And earlier, certain jobs we had to get the equipments dispatched to either Cochin or Mumbai. And now those jobs can be done in Calcutta itself. So that's saving a lot of time and a lot of money. So basically, if you look at the Indian shipping sector, in shipbuilding, we were ranking, our rank was 23rd in 2014, and currently it is 17. And as far as the fleet ownership is concerned, we were around 17. We have developed to 16th rank, and number of ships is around 1,526. And these are some of the advantages of Indian shipbuilding. Obviously, we have a very cheap labor and then skilled labor here. Our IT and the engineering sector capabilities are very high. And as Cochin Shipyard, we have built the most complex vessels, the aircraft carrier, indigenous aircraft carrier. So any sort of vessels we can build. And this is, as a nation, this is our aspiration, ship ownership rank from 16, we are trying to develop it to rank 10 by 2030 and by 2047 to be the rank 5. And shipbuilding from 17 again to 10th rank, and by 2047, 5th rank. And any shipbuilding ecosystem, it depends on, if you take the life cycle, we need to have design and engineering firms. Then the infrastructure should be the dock or a slipway or anything. Then the supply chain should be the OEMs, logistics and everything. Skilled workforce. In order to get the skilled workforce, there should be maritime institutions who are training, like we have the IMUs, who are producing a lot of skilled workforces for us. Then from a strategic push, shipbuilding finance scheme is there from government, where we are getting 14% of subsidy as far as the normal ships, conventional vessels are concerned. And if it is a hybrid vessel, there is a 20% subsidy. And if it is a green vessel, it goes up to 30. So, and then the cluster development, another one is the Maritime Development Fund. So all these new initiatives are giving a strategic push to shipbuilding and ship repair. And these are the identified clusters. I'm sure that all of you will be aware of this. And if you look at the ship requirements, with the GTTP program, we are looking forward for a requirement of green tugs, around 200 green tugs by 2035. And with the Harit Nauga initiative, around 1,000 hybrid or green ferries. And similarly, there is a demand of various types of vessels under other ministries. Then around 40 dredges are required. Then inland and coastal vessels, a huge requirement is coming up. And India is also exporting many vessels to European market. Right now, Cochin Shipyard, GRSC, Mazagon Dock, and Chowgla Shipyard, they are all working on export orders mainly. And being orders from Norway, Germany, Cyprus, Denmark, USA and all. And as far as repair is concerned, there is sufficient number of infrastructures. Like we have taken over the Netaji Subhash Dock dry dock here, and also in the Mumbai portals, we have taken the Hughes dock. Here, GRS is also taken Kidapur dock. So there is a lot of facilities, infrastructure development, or the idling units have been taken over and then operationalized for the ship repair industry. And from CSL, as of now, we are having 7 units. There are 3 shipbuilding units and 4 ship repair units across the country. And various initiatives from ministry, the government of India, these are all helping us in the shipbuilding and ship repair ecosystem development. Maritime Development Fund, I touched upon earlier. Then there are various green, I would like to talk a little bit on the green initiatives. There are a lot of green initiatives from the government of India, whether it is Harit Sagar or Harit Nauga or a GTTP program. And we are very happy to say that India is one of the countries where a first prototype vessel is under construction. And under the Haridnaga, we are building the battery-operated ferries and also a pilot project, which is a hydrogen fuel cell operated vessel is already delivered. So there are a lot of initiatives going on as far as the green energy or green fuel propelled vessels are concerned. With the support of Calcutta Port Trust, we have been very successful in ship repair and shipbuilding in this part of the world, this part of the country. So there is no scarcity of business as long as you have the right attitude and the right strategies. So that's what I want to say. Thank you.
I would now request Mr. Sitarasuji, who is representing SMPK. So you will hear him out from the horse's mouth, I'll put it this way, about SMPK's port-led industrialization. Over to you.
Good evening, everybody. And good evening, I said. There's a saying goes, coming together is beginning, staying together is progress, working towards success. So I could see a lot of faces. We really have, as a team, we are working. Thank you, Chairman, sir, first of all, for his highly motivated driving us to this team as there. Of course, Deputy Chairman, sir, who has been guiding force for day in, day out to take this forward. All our HODs, that's up, burning his midnight candles, almost for every program out there. Our chief engineers, all other HODs, which I can see you are smiling, and the both from Haldia and the Kolkata. I would be starting dwelling on the 2-3 points. First, I will ask you one thing. If you want to get into there, we are the one of the oldest port in India today. Okay, can anybody can say from just to have some interactive session kind of thing, which is the oldest port in the world or India? Anybody can say which where it's located, how old it is? From the audience, please. Yes. Dolav, right? It's not Dolav, it's actually part of the Lohal. Lohal port in the world, that is in Gujarat. You have fight that during the Mohenjo-Harappa time. How many years old? 2004 years BC. That means today is 4,400 years old. That is where the port-led industrialization came into existence. It's not 2014 when the Sagarmala came in. Actually, it is about 4,400 years we are old there. Then, of course, after history, then came the slowly urbanization, where the port led also be integral part of it. You can talk about the European countries, then gone to USA, then gone to Southeastern country. Finally, China urbanized. Then, of course, India came in 2014. In there, we have started 2041, what we call it a blue economy, or you can say what you call it a Sagarmala came in there. Sagarmala had a actually the what is called vertical. Okay, pillars specifically. Number one is port development, a new port development actually, and what are the logistics, the connectivity, second. Third is the port-led industrialization, and the fourth is the coastal economic zone, coastal there. That is the fourth one. So we are talking in terms with regarding to the port-led industrialization, where we are. What is port-led industrialization? As per Sagarmal, we envisage, we identify 1,500 acres of land each, about 14 all over India. And each one of them also to be the all over India spread over. Out of the Kandla, where there we are part of Maharashtra, then of course south all the way there. That was one part of it. Second was on that, we also identified SIP, what is Smart Industrial Port City. One was Kandla, other one is Paradip. So on an average, Kandla we had about 3,500 acres of land, and Paradip we had about 300 also. So Kandla, of course, we could did little bit of 1,000 acres, which is still there. We had done industrialization out there. That was usually what conception we have about the Sagarmala thing there. Following same thing in Calcutta port as well as Haldia port. Calcutta port, of course, we had some good chunk of land. Same time, we have also Haldia, good chunk of land. We identified something like 1,400 acres of land, where in Haldia, where we are thinking of it there, actually in terms of the FTWZ or special economic zone, also you can say as the export, oriented the export hub kind of thing, where we could find the same as rightly our JNPT chairman has said, this is the future. Why I see that under the portrait? Because this is one economic zone where can give the value addition to the investor. When the investor comes into forefront, they want not only the land, They want the land plus the incentives and the entire ecosystem. When it's next to port, if you see globally, as I at least said, well, globally, if you see the entire world grown next to the port, you talk of Antibes, we talk of any part of the world, we are India almost 100, 150, 200 kilometers away from the port. That only we came to know when 2005, where the port-led industrialization became paramount. So Haldia is next to the port, just on the port virtually it is there. That have a demand because when we getting into there, we find the vibration from the market, they want to willing to come over. So we identify that. In fact, good news also that we already applied for it. I hope we could get the processing out there. Similarly, we also good chunk of land, in fact, also in other part in Haldia, about 40, 50 and all, which have been regularly tending out. Another one is we went into a tank farms where we have, in fact, almost 20 acres of land. Sanjay can vouch it. And out of that, we could good response. In fact, out of the 20 acres, we got almost 11 stakeholders, 11, 10 who want to bid it. I think we are processing onto it. So that is the level of demand. I could see that the responses that were coming out from there, we have not seen earlier, but now we see that demand is coming out. Why I want to telling all this thing? Because, the most important part is what I call it reverse engineering. You see, you should not simply prepare the DPR. You should not simply prepare you have to go to the investor, tell them, you see, this is what you have. The stakeholders will be very happy to come. I can quote another case also similarly as Vice Chairman sir and Deputy Chairman sir is there. See, when we go to the stakeholder, they are the people. The wearer knows where the soap pinches, not we. We are only the landlord. We will go. But when the stakeholder comes, sir, this is the thing you want, I can give it. I can give the land. Rest let them do it. And of course, in between the compliance are there. That's another part. Because as a port-led industrialization, policy doesn't give any incentive as such. The incentive, who gives the incentive? Incentive given by state government, other part of it. SC that especially gives all the incentive in terms of state government as well as central government. That is the reason JNPT, whatever today, or rightly Chairman said, the success story goes like that. Even I'm telling you, JNPT, I was also fortunately worked under him and a part of it. JNPT has actually gone this similar way, went to stakeholders, invited more than 50, 60 companies. Then we went to tendering, as it was almost 9 times more than the revenue what we get. That is the way the marketing can be identified, can be done it. In few, go directly with the investor, then of course the team effort which was there to be. That is one part of it. So that is where, that as far as the Haldia is concerned, we have a good demand that is coming up. Similarly, also we come to Calcutta, we have followed the same JMT method of agro processing unit. We have found out about 40 acres of land, which is having about agro-processing one part, about 10 acres plus tea and plus garment and the marine product, altogether 37 acres. We could find a very good demand from the particular rice, where because West Bengal happens to be rice board. We never knew, but now we find that the response is coming out. Second, about that, the one demand which is already there, which I be hopeful we'll get into through the next lab. Then finally, there are also another small plots of land which were coming into the market. So we want this investor like you who comes forward, comes and to us, yes, we have a land, so that can be leveraged into the market. So this is the little bit about the overall market. Of course, we have a lot of success stories. In fact, beautification, Ganges valleys out there. We have done with Kumar Tuli. We've done a Millennium Park. All that well accepted across there. So now taking that into there, we are going to next step into industrialization as a whole. So that is about that. We hope very sure that this concept, which is the port-led, at the same time, there are some challenges, which is a lot of things are there, but industrialization can be happen very well to West Bengal and particularly to the Calcutta port. Because once upon a time, we used to say, Calcutta what thinks, India thinks tomorrow, and Calcutta. But today, I can say what Calcutta port can give to in West Bengal. I think that's the best thing what is happening there. With this note, I have got a lot of future opportunity that is lying out there. And then one word I should also tell about the marketing aspect, which I, of course, I have been part of it. We have already come into a lot of dashboards. So you can, all the investors are requested to approach there. We call LMI's Land Management Information System, where you can get all the details of the land, what are the plots are available. You can go through it and you can see it and you can vouch for it. We will have the water land along with the prices also you can quote for it, so that you can get everything in a platter. That is another thing also we have done for that, the benefit of the investor, which you call ease of doing business, all that thing. Coming to last, marketing is all about nothing but giving kind of a value addition, giving a facilitation, giving support as a whole. But I feel one step ahead as a marketing man. I feel that the touch, the heartful touch, which is more important. I think I can tell you one more thing related to touch is very important in marketing because you have to touch the mind, body, and soul of the investor. Then only investor. Because investor today has got a lot of choice. We are not competing in port, we are competing state to state. If you go to Telangana, they're ready to go as an extra mile, telling, okay, I will give the assurance, I will give the commitment. You be there. If I fail, I will bear the cost. So that is the level. We are fighting the state to state. So that is the level. So we have to see in the company market. So investors have a lot of choice. We have to walk that extra mile. Extra mile, not only, but extra mile from the first mile connectivity to last mile connectivity. That is more important for that, what I feel personally. So the touch. What is the touch? Anybody can touch. You see how the mobile has came into existence. Anybody there? The touch came from the mobile, touch screen. You know, because when a baby is in the womb, it can only understand the touch. That is more important. So that's the touch screen was innovated, and that touch is very important. With the touch, I got one note to add it to final version. Thanking you all once again for that. Where there is righteousness in heart, there is beauty in character. Where there is righteousness in heart, there is beauty in character. Where there is beauty in character, there is harmony in the home. Where there is harmony in the home, there is order in the nation. Where there is order in the nation, there is peace in the world. And when there is peace in the world, only can the progress can happen. Thank you very much once again, and thank you very much, team. I have to compliment my IIM team who has been working day and night. Abhay, where you are? Please hands up. What a wonderful chap we have it. All IIM guys. Where is Natasha? Please. So all the teams are really doing wonderful work because they're the back-end office. They don't come into forefront. So thank you once again, Chairman sir, Deputy Chairman sir, all HODs. We hope we'll do a wonderful job in the days to come. Thank you once again. Good. Thank you.
So I would now have a couple of questions to the people on the dais, which would slightly open up more about the port-led industrialization. My first question would be to Sharad Wagh Sahab. Sir, you have actually created the SEZ, planned and conceptualized to commissioning. How long did it take from?
Ideation was in 2014, but because this is the first experience in that area, the actually work started in 2018, and in 2020 we started selling the plots. So it took from ideation to actual selling is approximately 6 years.
Sir, one important point you had mentioned in your speech, that you have created a platform where everything is online, all permissions are granted within 48 hours, and if not granted, it is deemed to be granted. So how was the reaction of your team, and how was the reaction of the investors who had planned to come into your investment in the SEZ?
Actually, this idea came from the team only. So, I mean, any organization is as good as its people. So, if people are not willing, then organization cannot be transparent and open. So, when we build this SEZ, simultaneously we built our team also. And they are not from outside. We have our own people in the team. So, that team conceptualized this idea that we will give a charter to the people who will invest in the land. They are paying so much, so they should not go to pillar to post for any permission. Fortunately, in SEZ Act, the organization is the organization which built SEZ. And as per Major Port Trust, Major Port Authority Act, now the planning organization is a port. And one more important feature of this new act, in case there is a conflict between your planning laws, regulations, and the regulation existing of the state, then your laws will prevail. So this gave us a lot of upper hand. So If we don't use that for the benefit of those who are bidding or those who are successful bidders, then definitely we are losing out somewhere. It is decided that let us publish a booklet of the processes. Once LOI has been issued, what is the sequence of various processes and what are the forms? And we, instead of saying you have to fill in this form and go to the office, we made them available online. They have to just first registered, and only those can register who gets the plot. Once they do that, then automatically all the permission flows. So the response from the people is overwhelming. I mean, I told ki we don't really didn't want that our land should be costly. We sincerely believe that it should not be land which gives you money. I mean, to you means to the port. It is the cargo which generated, it will automatically going to give a lot of money in and vessel related charges. So we sincerely didn't want that we should earn money from the land by making it expensive. But when people realized that all entrepreneurs in India, they are great people. I mean, they survive with all the odds. When they come to know that here you have only this particular system and you don't have to worry about anything, then there was a lot of competition. And as I said, within 2020 to 2025, from 2.5 crore per acre to 9 crore per acre, that much of raise which we didn't do, it is because of auction is there, so the bids went that high, and now we are left with only 25% of land, which we reserved now only for the manufacturing, so that apart from the warehousing, manufacturing should also finish. So the response is too much, and the all credit goes to the. And it's the same people, it's the same port people. Nobody we recruited from outside. The ex officials of the port and some serving officials of the port. So I can only tell the opportune moment and good opportunity with freedom given, then public sector can do miracles, and that in way benefit the private sector.
Yes, sir. In fact, I remember during your tenure here as a commissioner, you had also implemented time-bound disposals, which actually gave me a question which I raised you here with respect to SSN. Thank you. Yeah, so I have now a question which I am putting straight to Sitarusu sir. That with the learnings what JNPT has done, can SMPK adopt the same style and give a level of comfort to those here who come for the land?
I know it's coming actually, but it's come earlier. So good part of it, actually I'll tell you very honestly, you see SCZ Act and the rule. Actually, you see government of West Bengal, government of Maharashtra, 2000 the policies have been done. And actually the act came in 2005. So we actually they are earlier, even government of West Bengal also. This act is very comprehensive act. I will define why it is comprehensive. Because any act, there's hundreds of acts I don't know, I think we have discarded many, antiquated laws, all the things what has been told, almost thousands. I see that been successful, three parameters. Number one, employment. Number two, exports. Number three, the investment. Employment today, can guess anybody how much direct employment? 30 lakhs people direct employment in Italy. Number two, today, almost more than 8 lakh crore investment down on visibility in 200 odd SEZ operational SEZ. Three, almost 30,000 crores, almost export which is taking care. So the huge success story, which has been not came into limelight, unfortunately, because a lot of reasons it was there. But I think this is the real success story. You go to any SEZ today operational, you will see the buzzing activity. And second point, that is part one. Part B, It is in fact real invented ease of doing business. When you go to the two aspects of it in under the SEZ Act, one is unit hold committee and the BOA. UAA every month invariably they sit, the Development Commission's office, and they could to pass all the agendas. They could, if they is not in a position to, they have to extend it to BOA. They are all time bound. They have no choice. We being a operator or developer, we can only propose it, but the authority as a BOA development commissioner who is the custodian of the entire has to pass it within immediately with the time bond. The BO takes care of it. So that is the real ease of doing business inventor, or rather I tell the first most advantage given by the SEZ Act in 2005. This is I am telling you, with the huge revolution has been taken in SEZ first. The second point. Third, as far as you are coming back to your answer, if it is not happening for West Bengal now, it can be never. Either do or die. Of course, you can put rechristine as a export hub, as you have been advising other just earlier, or it can be different, but it has to come earlier. It is better. Unfortunately, we have the land. I don't think we have the land other there. Unfortunately, I have missed out. We have a huge chunk of land, Ragar also. I think more than 900 acres of land. We have it there. We can do it there. But definitely it has to come as earlier, better for the overall economy. Because you see, a lot of traffic are going out of India. In fact, intellectual traffic. Today, I can tell you hundreds of odd employment that is coming out in Bangalore. 30 people goes out of West Bengal. So that is the train which is happening there. So we got to have a reverse. This intellectual intelligence and the talent has to come back in the industrial aspect and all. That act, this particular industrialization only can revive it. Earlier, it is better for us. I hope for the best, of course.
Thank you, Sudarasuji. So my next question is to Mr. Vinod Dugar, who is an investor and who actually invests in startups also. So as an investor, what would you expect from ports when you want to invest in port-led industrialization?
See, again, when it comes to investments, whether it's port type or well, first, what we see that the promoter should have a fire, whoever is bringing the industry. Second, in which place it is bringing. Now, after hearing all these statements, it seems that private place में करने से अच्छा है कि इस जगह में काम करे where things can be exported. Now we come to a small example. Why? What is there in Dubai? Dubai is there's nothing. It's only a pure logistic company, you can say. That's a logistic area, whether it's for the goods or whether you get for the people. When a small Dubai can be a part of the whole world, then this country can also be. If I feel as an investor, such benefits are being given by the port, SEZs and all that, I'll be ready to invest in that company much more faster and much more easier.
Thank you. So, Ms. Peter, I mean, you have just shown us presentations with respect to green energy, barging, or passenger vehicles and all. You must have studied Calcutta very well, and with respect to Calcutta and with respect to the nation also. I mean, is Cochin Shipyard really working very deep to bring in green energy powered barges or passenger vehicles or ro-ro vehicles into areas where it is required, especially a port like SMPK? Over to you.
Cochin Shipyard has started a separate division called CSAS. Earlier, we were having only two divisions, shipbuilding and ship repair. And 2-3 years back, we started a separate division called CSAS, who is working into the strategic development. And under that division, we are developing new battery technologies. Right now, all the batteries are coming from abroad. The vessel which is under construction in Hooghly Cochin Shipyard, the battery is coming from Sweden. And we had to wait for almost 1 year. So there is a logistic delay. So what we are doing is we are developing the battery technology in India itself with a joint JV with the other firm. So one is battery technology, and battery technology also there are different types of battery, like a lithium, titanium technology, and various technologies are there. Battery is developing nowadays. So one side we are into the R&D of battery technology, and other side we have developed various designs. One is the GTTP program. The GTTP program, the specification is defined by Cochin Shipyard. And the Kochi Water Metro you might have heard about. So similar one we are building for NW1 and NW2 in Kolkata. Barges, yes, there are vessels under construction in Cochin. And here in Calcutta port, we can design barges which can ply between Sagar and Calcutta port. So yes, it is possible. The only thing is that the battery technology has to be the battery technology which we are selecting for the design. That depends upon the operating profile. So there is a lot of innovations, lot of developments coming in this battery technology as of now. And apart from battery technology, when we talk about the green thing, there are other like methanol fuel vessels are the LNG fuel vessels are the. Then there was a pilot project which we did, hydrogen fuel cell. So there are different uh, green fuel technologies which are developing, and we are working on it. And then certain projects are in progress also.
Thank you. So we are almost done. So we would take one or two questions from the audience if they have any to the here. Over to the audience. Any questions? It's very strange. I mean, a place like Calcutta, people don't have questions, but they have too much of inquisitiveness, but no questions. Anyway, thank you. No question then? Any questions? Okay, then we wrap up. Thank you very much. Thank you.
A big round of applause for our panelists, please. Requesting them to come forward for a group photograph. Can I request Sri Samrat Rahi sir also to join us for the photograph, please? Thank you. And Chairman sir, can you please join us for the photographs? Thank you so much to all the panelists for coming and for being a part. We look forward to more recommendations from your end. We'll have a small tea break for 10 minutes before we start. Thank you, sir. Before we start the main program and the award ceremonies later. So requesting everyone to please join us back in 10 minutes. Thank you. The tea is outside, so you can just bring it in and come. Thank you.